Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to start the top 5 Call of Duty list respectfully, okay? Respectfully. Now, before we get into this, just know that all of this is my own opinion, okay? If you disagree with me, I mean, you probably will. It's okay. I think we can all get along. But just know, I have a lot of Call of Duty experience, and this is my top 5 list of Call of Duties, okay? Drop a like, subscribe if you enjoy the content here. Let's get into it, baby. Woo! We're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up, okay? This is number 5, top 5 Call of Duty for me. Ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now I know, listen, I have a lot to say about this one, okay? I have a lot to say about this one, so let's talk about it a little bit, okay? When this game came out, I legitimately thought it was the biggest pile of dog crap I've ever played in my life. And there was a lot of reasons why I believed that. Number 1, the guns, completely unbalanced, nothing innovative. Was terrible. Number 2, nothing really changed between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. In fact, they introduced something called support kill streaks, which was just the most brain dead decision I've ever seen. Now, a lot of people are going to be confused why I thought Modern Warfare 3 is top 5. I understand the sentiment, but the reason Modern Warfare 3 is top 5, there's literally one single reason. In Modern Warfare 3, they introduced something called the MOAB, the MOB, the mother of all bombs, whatever you want to call it. Now, instead of using your kill streaks to get this was exclusively a gun streak. In the first time in the franchise, Call of Duty had something called a gun streak, and a 25 gun streak got you what's called the MOAB. And Modern Warfare 3 also introduced something called Specialist. So what the fun thing to do in Modern Warfare 3 was not to play the game like any other Call of Duty. The fun thing to do was to put on Specialist and go for MOBs. You get your 7 kills. That'll get you every perk in the game, and you become Superman. And you go for these high gun streak games. And that, to me, was legitimately some of the most fun I've ever had playing Call of Duty. And listen, I had a lot of gripes with the game. Even back in the day, I was the biggest hater of this game. But looking back on it, I had a ton of fun going for MOBs, and that alone makes it a top 5 for me, okay? Also, I don't know if anybody remembers this, there was this lunge glitch, but then you could like launch yourself in the air and get out of the map. It was really, really fun. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you missed out. But all that to say, Modern Warfare 3, I'd put on number 5 on the top 5 Call of Duty list of all time, all right? The number 4 top Call of Duty of all time, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare, a timeless game, and quite honestly, changed the game forever. When I was growing up, this game kind of came out at a time where I never owned a console. So for me, this game was a lot of split screen with friends, but it really got me into the first person shooter genre. This is the game that I attribute most to really immersing myself in first person shooters. Halo is a close second, but honestly, this game on split screen probably got me into first person shooters the most. This game did a lot of things right, and it was really ahead of its time in comparison to a lot of other first person shooters around this time. It was truly the beginning of online first person shooters at a grand scale. I know what people are going to say, there's SOCOM Online, there's Halo a little bit, but this really, when I think back, this is what kicked off that massive wave of like the first person online shooter. It also was the split screen king growing up, for me at least. I played this game at my cousin's house, I played it at my friend's house, I played it at my best friend's house, I played it at my mother's house, I played it at my dad. My mother and father still live together. I don't know why I said that. I played it everywhere, man. This game was everywhere, and it truly brought a generation together. So I have to give it number 4. I don't have much to say about it, man. I mean, at this point, everything's been done, but at that time, the kill streaks were new, the perks, the guns, everything, the feeling of it was just incredible. Also, there was a lot of fun glitches in this game. I don't know if anybody ever went out and did glitches, but it was a good time. It was a good time. So number 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2007 one, not the 2019 one. No, thank you. Those were 2 Infinity Ward games. But number 3, we introduce a new developer. Ladies and gentlemen, The number 3 best COD of all time. Black Ops 1. Now, this is another controversial take. I'm aware that there is a group of people out there who do not enjoy Black Ops 1. They say, ooh, that's a stinky game. That's a slow game. How could you rank Black Ops 1 so highly? There's something you need to understand, okay? Black Ops 1 was an absolute banger of a game. There's a lot of problems with Black Ops 1, including the sniping. I know a lot of people hate the sniping in Black Ops 1. Understandable. They completely took out quickscoping and made it pretty much not viable. And a lot of people will ask, why is this game so good to you? Black Ops 1 had a very, very unique feel to it. Honestly, looking back, there's no Call of Duty that feels quite like Black Ops 1 does. It's almost like a clunkiness, but like it slows down the gameplay to where it's not Infinity Ward games flying around like phew, phew. It really slowed down the gameplay into a more methodical, you know, it's stripped back. It's not Modern Warfare anymore. It's Cold War. This was really like a good take on that era, you know, because before this, it was always World War II games or modern games. This was the first exploration into the Cold War era, this like 80s to 60s to 80s kind of era. And it was really, really cool. The guns felt really fun. They were all unique. And it was just a nice change of pace for Call of Duty. One of the highlights that always gets missed with this game is something called party games. Some of you guys may know that as gun game, sticks and stones, sharpshooter. What's the fourth one? I can't remember. One in the chamber. There you go. One in the chamber. Okay, if you never had some fun on One in the Chamber, dude, you're not having fun. This was Call of Duty reaching peak arcade. It was just so fun because it didn't take itself too seriously anymore. This is where they started to do stuff like gun game. And the best part was that you could gamble a currency called COD points. COD points in future Call of Duties is the microtransaction currency, but back in Black Ops 1, it was actually the currency you used in game to unlock your attachments, your skins, literally anything in the game you use COD points to unlock. And it was the most fun progression system I think Call of Duty has ever had because it felt like the progression was actually based on your skill and you could have a lot of fun with it, including you could gamble it on these party games. And that was so fun, dude. You could gamble so many COD points. Okay, there was 3 tiers of party games. There was one tier where you basically gamble like $10. It's nothing. There was another tier that you gambled like 1,000. So it was a little high stakes. It was fine. But the high roller ones, that's where it came down to business, baby. These high roller matches were tens of thousands of COD points on the line, and you could win big. Very, very fun. Gets missed a lot when it comes to the talk of Call of Duty Black Ops 1. But lastly, the thing that puts this game over the edge for me was something called zombies. Not just zombies. Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Okay? Now, zombies existed before. Back in World at War, zombies was a secret mode that eventually grew into something much bigger. As I understand it, the very first map, Nocturne Toten, was kind of a side project that the team had at Treyarch, and they loved it. They had so much fun with it. They made it a campaign unlock only little Easter egg at the end where you would have this zombies map to play on. Flash forward, Black Ops 1. Zombies is a integral part of the game, and subsequent DLCs have brand new zombie maps. The game actually drops with 2 zombie maps, 5 and Kino der Toten, some of the most fun maps I've ever had on zombies. But they continued to innovate on zombies to where it was still the core gameplay with a lot of fun weapons, wonder weapons, a little bit of Easter eggs moving in there. It was a perfect culmination of zombies being fleshed out. When I think of Black Ops 1, obviously the multiplayer has some controversial takes on it, but zombies really cements this in my number 3 spot. So that's number 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. The number 2 best Call of Duty of all time, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now some may see this and think, JJ, I can't believe that's not number 1. Hold on, hold your horses, okay? Let's talk about it. Incredible game, timeless game even. Honestly, when I look back on Modern Warfare 2, it is still, to this day, I would say the king of multiplayer FPS. There's something about Modern Warfare 2 that it's just timeless. It was so smooth and fast paced and fun, and the kill streaks were just out of this world, man. I can't even begin to describe the praises of this game. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 truly pushed the envelope for what a first-person shooter could be. It took everything that COD 4 did and just improved on it. You took the kill streaks, made them incredible. The most fun kill streaks almost to date to play in the game, all right? Before COD 4, you had UAV, precision airstrike, and helicopter. With Modern Warfare 2, you had a whole slew of kill streaks to choose from, a whole slew of guns to choose from, and an incredible sniping scene that just blew up. You know, to this day, people still make fun of quick scopers and all that fun stuff, man. Like, it is unbelievable to me the influence that Modern Warfare 2 had on online FPS to this day. And I know a lot of people who would love to play this game if they could, but it's just hacked beyond measure. So it's beyond repair at this point. For its time, dude, and even now, Modern Warfare 2 has some of the most fun multiplayer ever to date. And part of that fun was something called the nuke. Now, we had something called the Moab in Modern Warfare 3, but the nuke in Modern Warfare 2 was based on your kill streak kills, not your gun streak. So it was a lot easier to get. There was a combination that people kind of workshopped out. You get your Harrier, boom, it's up in the sky, it's getting kills. You get your chopper gunner or AC-130. I know some people like the AC-130. That's cool too. But then you work your way towards a nuke, and that was really the fun gameplay loop of Modern Warfare 2. But also, just in general, had a very, very fun gameplay loop. Dude, Modern Warfare 2, some of the best memories I've ever had on that game. But I gotta leave it up for the greatest Call of Duty of all time. And that, my friends, is a little game called Black Ops 2. Woo! Give it up for Black Ops 2, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely goated game. No questions about it. The best Call of Duty of all time. It really felt like the pinnacle of COD. It really felt like this is what COD could be at its maximum. Between the kill streaks, the guns, the create a class, all of this. It really came together in Black Ops 2. And the cornerstone of that, I would credit to something called the Pick 10 system. Now, the Pick 10 system was a way you built your create a class in Black Ops 2. You were given 10 points to use towards attachments, guns, perks, and equipment. And this Pick 10 system made it so creating classes in Black Ops 2 was the most fun it's ever been. It felt so unique in the way you could create classes. You could have a class that had 3 attachments on 1 gun, and then you're just jacked on perks. You don't need a pistol. Who needs a pistol? Boom, boom, boom. You got 1 overpowered gun. Or you could do it like this. You get 2 tomahawks. You got the ballistic knives. You got 2 perks in each slot. You could play with it so much to the point where it was such a unique experience that you had never experienced before in other Call of Duties. On top of that, the gun selection in Black Ops 2 was some of the best that the series has ever seen to date. It has some of the most fun and unique weapons that have ever been in any Call of Duty. Case in point, the AN-94 shoots its first 2 bullets a lot faster than the rest of the bullets. So what you could do was put on the custom fire rate attachment to where it would do bursts, and you use it as a burst gun now. Stuff like that completely made guns not only multi-purposed, but way more unique than any other Call of Duty has in the past. Also, the kill streaks in Black Ops 2 were super, super fun and innovative. If Modern Warfare 2 was the introduction of fun kill streaks, Black Ops 2 was the perfection of it. And really, that's my take on it, is Modern Warfare 2 introduced a ton of fun things, but Black Ops 2 perfected all of it. And I really, really enjoyed the game for all it's worth. It felt polished. It had a league play. It had a great zombies mode. Everything about Black Ops 2, I could sing its praises for the rest of my life. But I know there's a lot of controversial takes on that one. I know some people will disagree with me on a lot of this, but listen, I gave my points, I backed it up, and I put a lot of time into these games. Straight up, my childhood is owed to these games. I spent so much time playing these games, and I want you to know that this top 5 list means a lot to me. And listen, we can have opinions, all right? My list My list, okay? But Black Ops 2 is superior in every way. Let's go!